Hi everybody, Josiah here, also known as Chilling Silence, and we've got a lot to cover today, so we're going to dive straight into it. Starting with RenVM integration with Polygon. Now, why does this matter? They specifically mentioned Bitcoin up here, but if we scroll down a little bit more, they mentioned that there are going to be native assets on Polygon. Specifically here, RenDGB, DigiByte on Polygon. So, there's actually a tweet here from Rudy which kind of sums it up nicely. The Ren protocol launches a bridge to Polygon for 7 top crypto assets. Now, in addition to being a really nice kind of plug for us, which is really cool there, it talks about us being one of the top crypto 7 assets, but specifically, this is a link between DigiByte and the Polygon network, which was previously the MATIC network. So if we scroll down here, they talk a little bit about how you can get started with it, the way that you'll need to do this, add Polygon to MetaMask, get a small amount of MATIC, bridge the assets. Oh yeah, so MATIC, Polygon. Now, I know that a lot of people have actually been really excited to hear this news. One of the main reasons is that the TVL, total value locked up, on the MATIC network, which is now Polygon, has exceeded even the likes of the Binance Smart Chain and things like that. So if you come here to DeFiPulse, it shows you that there's currently $65 billion worth locked up. And down here it talks about the different networks and things, so Maker, Aave, Compound, and Polygon. So that's pretty cool there as well to see all of them, and to see what DigiByte is going to be available on for you to do some interesting stuff with. Basically, long story short, the idea is that you would want to make your DigiByte do additional things for you while you own it, without basically having to sell it to get any kind of like interest or anything. One of those such examples is CoinRabbit. So CoinRabbit here have basically said, they've quoted CryptoGirl and said that they are working hard to add DigiByte as soon as possible, which is pretty cool. We can come here and on the 25th, I believe it was. Yeah, there we go, 25th. Big news for you this week, so that's super cool. They're going to be adding DigiByte really soon to CoinRabbit. Now again, this isn't specifically just made possible through the likes of the Polygon network, but this is also something similar here. You can come use CoinRabbit, you would deposit, say for example, you'd put in like 10,000 DigiByte or something like that, and you would get back a loan amount based on your how much you are putting in. Really interesting stuff. And so this kind of thing that we're seeing over here with DigiByte and the inclusion in the Polygon network is going to further improve the way that DigiByte can participate in this broader decentralized finance ecosystem. Now, before we go on, again, some disclaimers, of course. You need to look into these other projects before you go and throw your money at it, because that's just wise. I'm not specifically advocating for any network here over and above DigiByte. I'm simply letting you know what it is that we are now available on. Do some research into them, look into things like do they have admin keys and the likes of that, and be aware of what it is that you are doing with your cryptocurrency. But with that disclaimer out of the way, we've got a new DigiByte Blockchain Explorer. So unfortunately there were some problems with the older one. Had been running flawlessly basically since they got me to take over the maintenance of the server. 350 plus days, yeah, it was running for ages. I'm sure people will remember back in 2018, 2019, it was crashing constantly, and we were having problems almost every week. It seemed like there was a new crash and a new reason it went down and things like that, running out of drive space, all of that kind of fun stuff. We've been fine, we've been running great, but unfortunately we ran into a limitation with the Insight Block Explorer. Now I've been working with Yoshi specifically about what we can do to get that sorted, get to the bottom of it, and sort the underlying crash in this instance, which is a bug in Insight. Didn't manage to get to the bottom of it. This is an easier solution, so we've basically put the Trezor Blockbook Explorer on there instead. Again, same sort of thing, you can click on blocks and you can go and explore and see all of the blocks, and it looks very familiar to those who've ever used any kind of block explorer. We've gone and customized it a little bit, so we've got things up here, we've got the blocks, we've got status, we've got mempool, so as transactions come into the network, you will see them appear here in real time. We've also got some additional things up here, some extra goodies. We've got more DigiByte stats, which I'll show you shortly. We've got wallets, which is going to take you through to the DigiByteWallets.com, and we've also got the support tab, which will take you through to dgbsupport.digiassetx.com, which is looked after by Matthew. Many of you will know him because he is very active in the Telegram community, so big thank you to Matthew for looking after the support channel there. So this is quite cool that we've now basically revitalized that, and Blockbook is known for being incredibly stable. So now that we have a server that's a lot more stable, it's been managed a lot more stably, we've got some software on there which is going to be a lot more stable as well. Yay! And all the people rejoiced. You'll see if we click up here and we go to the DigiByte blockchain statistics, which you can actually reach by coming here and click on more DigiByte stats. What you can actually do is you can view some of the other, if we go to Digi Explorer, this will show you some of the statistics for the Explorer itself. You can see here the memory utilization as we were finishing synchronization, restarted the service, a few other little bits and pieces and things like that. But the really cool thing is if we go back and let's have a look at the last 30 days worth, you'll see unfortunately there was a couple of resyncs that we had to do, 1, 2, 3 there, but otherwise it was running perfectly fine. But we don't want to have to keep doing those resynchronizations. We want it up, we want it stable, and as such that's why we've basically got the Blockbook one now instead, so that's pretty cool. Again, still running DigiByte 7.17.3, the absolute latest. Speaking of 7.17.3, bit of an update for you there on what's been going on. So if you come over to GitHub under github.com/digibite-core/digibyte, you'll see everything that has been going on when it comes to the core code base. Now, I would encourage you, if you have not already, come up the top here and click on watch. It says unwatch for me because I'm already watching it, and what this is going to do is when there are new pull requests and things that happen, you can actually customize what you get email notifications about. But in particular, you want to be notified about the pull requests, because this is how we're going to do the discussions in future for things that are related to the core codebase. This is where we maintain the core codebase. It makes sense to have the discussions there. Now, the reason this is important specifically because we have the upcoming DigiByte version 8 happening. And you can see here with DigiByte version 8, I ran a super scientific poll that in no way was, like judge's decision is final, whatever. It was basically just something ad hoc that said, hey, like, what is it that you're most interested in about the next version of DigiByte version 8? If you want to have your say about this and actually put in responses on GitHub, I would encourage you to go to GitHub and do that. As it stands, though, it looks like by a huge margin was people are more interested in the algorithms and being able to mine on your graphics card and your CPU. This is one of the things that we're going to be looking at with DigiByte version 8, is we're going to have the pull request come in for ProcPow and for RandomX. It's going to go through the review process. It's going to be up for discussion at that point about, do we replace a particular algorithm? Do we want one of them at this time? Do we want another one? Do we want both of them? And all of that kind of really good stuff as well. So really encourage you to do that. Hit the watch button in GitHub so that you can have your say when that kind of thing comes along and take part in our new development process. Anyway, that's going to be all from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and how excited are you to be finding out that DigiByte is going to be available on the Polygon network? Pretty excited. I think it's pretty cool. And actually, speaking of that, we'll do one more thing. One more thing here. Would you deposit DigiByte at Celsius network if it was listed? So this is something that CryptoGirl has gone and put through to get DigiByte listed on the Celsius network again, which is something very similar to allow the broader participation of DigiByte in the DeFi ecosystem. So what I would encourage you to do, head along. I'll include a link to this in the description down below so you can go put your name in there and sign that petition. She gives a quick little blurb down here as well about Celsius and about why she thinks that DigiByte would be great on there. So that's pretty cool. Thank you so much, CryptoGirl, for taking the initiative there and getting this set up. And hopefully this will be some of the next great big news. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, thank you. You can reach out to me in the comments section below. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter at DGB_chilling. Consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit the share button. Let other people know about what's been going on with DigiByte lately. Otherwise, I'll talk to you in the next video, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.